Live from Gene Autry Way, welcome to Angel Stadium. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals and the Los Angeles Angels. Hi, folks. John Shelby alongside Chris Singleton. Well, Singy, all eyes on him today after his incredible performance in the last one.
Yeah, Boog, that was one of the best hitting displays I've seen in a while. My man was in the zone. He's able to carry that momentum over to today.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And getting the start for the Angels, Jose Soriano. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Lars Nootbaar, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
Ball, that's in.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Two down. That one missed. There's a line drive to left field, and that gets down into the gap. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Bryce Teodosio coming into the game now as the injury replacement.
Number 22.
And here's the first baseman, Alec Burleson.
Ball.
Nootbaar gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And that
No,
misses.
ball.
And the count is 2-0.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think,
Ball.
oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
And ball
That's
four
ball
to
four.
aboard.
Take your base.
Now, this is a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Ivan
That's the
Herrera
ball.
in the box, lays off for ball one. Right through there for a strike.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in. Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Oh, I think we may have a balk called here. And we do. Umpire Freddie Ferguson making the call. On the ground at first. To the plate. Save! And it's 1-0. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Nolan Gorman next up for the Cardinals.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Can't glove it cleanly. Still fires to first and save. Couldn't recover from the misplay. First and second, no outs. Pedro Pajes getting ready to hit. That clips the zone. That's strike one.
There's an opportunity to do some damage, but you've got to be selective. Make sure you get a pitch that you can handle.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in game one of this three-game set. Double play ball to second. There's one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Now at the plate, Mason Wynn. 1 for 4 with a double in yesterday's game. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position.
And that is that. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Angels nothing. Back in Anaheim, and for the Cardinals here this afternoon, Dustin May. What do you look for here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup move. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Batting second, center fielder.
Here's Trout. 2 homers in the game yesterday, so he's feeling good coming in. There's a line drive to left field. And he makes the catch. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. And Chris, this offense is facing a defense that is well known for kicking the ball around a bit. How aware are you offensively of a bad defensive team?
Well, it's not the most important detail on the scouting report, but it still matters. Just putting the ball in play gives you a chance against this defense because they've been known to provide a gift or two.
Joe Adell, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And the 1-0. Adell with a homer in his last game. Shotwell over at first with 1 away. Ball. Two and 1 now. Swings through the sweeper.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Man at first, 1 away. And Big Red gets his second strikeout of the game.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
At the plate, Zach Neto. That misses, and that is ball 1. Fought off foul. The 1-1. In the air to left center. And that is that. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. Second inning coming up from Anaheim. The Cardinals lead it 2-0. This is Cardinals baseball on the show Midwest. Back here at Angel Stadium, digging in, Ramon Urias.
Hey!
And a big swing and a miss.
He has a tendency to chase out of his zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Got him swinging.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Victor Scott.
Hey!
Rips that one to right. Adele takes it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Joshua Baez in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Ball. That missed. That's a ball.
Pitch misses. Ball 3. Fastball for a strike. Caught him looking for the K. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're up 2-0. Bottom of the inning. So in now for the Angels, Jorge Soler. Swings through that one for strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Close one doesn't get the call. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Pajes takes it in for the out. 1 away. Here's the left fielder, Bryce Teodosio, singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. Lays down a bunt to the right side. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. Oswald Peraza digs in now. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
In the air, right field. And that's the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Angels nothing. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers.
That's a ball.
Here's a 1-1.
Inside, ball.
Right through there for a strike. Swing and a ground ball into the outfield. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Ball.
Late on that fastball.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. The high heat, too much on that one.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it, or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Nootbaar leads off first with one away. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball one. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Here's Nolan Gorman.
For the Cardinals, third baseman, Nolan Gorman.
Zingy, he's leading the way at the moment with the most home runs in the league. And it's even
That's
up.
the ball.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
The 1-2.
Ball.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Swings and misses. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. The Cards leave one as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead.
Gotta re-up the deal. We got the mass appeal. Whole lot of facts on facts on facts on facts on facts for real. Major League World Series Game 7.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Wait a minute, we all just need a minute. The party been started, we all just need a finish. If I buy a chain, I'm doing it by myself. And I'ma get a pennant that say I'm independent. I'm a big man.
Foul ball there. And the 0-2. Struck him out looking.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Slinging it to first in time.
Up next for the Angels, first baseman, Nolan.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup, Nolan Schanuel now at the plate. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And it's 0-1. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Now Trout gets a chance to hit.
Coming off a stellar performance at the dish last game. Looking for his first hit in this one. Still early, though, Boog.
And that one fouled off. Oh, 1 now. This one smoked on its way out of here. A soaring shot to center. And it ties it up. It's 2-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Won't be wrong.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Here's Joe Adele. Struck out swinging his first time. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the last half of the third. One now. That one ripped right center field. Carrying well. Going down. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And it gives them the lead in the third. It's 3-2.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in the lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Stepping in, Zach Neto. Neto playing up the middle at short, batting in the cleanup spot, and so far this year he's slugging over 500. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Way back there, it's got a chance. Dives and makes the catch. What a play!
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure. Time to go swing it.
Back in Anaheim, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Pedro Pajes. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Cards showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there, he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Now, here is Mason Wynn. Yeah, that's fouled off. Ball one there. The Cards down by a run. Top half of inning number 4. That one
That's a
way
ball.
inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That one gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Urias in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, he
Nope,
looks more
ball.
focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
That's too low.
Nope, that's
Ball
low. That's a
3.
ball.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Win, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Grounder might be 2. More for 1. And their second double play of the day will end the 4th. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Angels 3 and the Cardinals 2. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Designated hitter.
The 1-0. High fly ball, right field. Baez on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Angels.
Bryce Teodosio, the next to hit for the Angels. He's 0 for 1. Strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
On the ground. Win. On the run, sends it over to first.
No!
Nicely done for the out. There was a bang play at first, Singy, so let's take another look at the throw that made it possible to get the out.
No doubt that 85-mile-per-hour heater was the difference on this play, according to StatCast. And it looked like a blur going across the infield from up here, and they just got the out.
2 down, bases empty. Now the third baseman, Oswald Peraza. Flied to right his first time. And another ball. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Struck him out looking. That K is his 3rd of the game. Angels go quietly there, but they still lead at 3-2. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Victor Scott.
You know, these Cardinals
that's the ball.
aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
That one's in there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Throws to second. The tag and then coming down, going for 2.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Here's Baez. The Redbirds trailing by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th.
That's a ball. That's down.
The 1-1. And a swing and a miss. Sets him down looking. Picks up strikeout number 7. Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Lars Nootbaar, the next to hit. He's 2 for 2. Close,
nope,
but called a ball. And it's 1-0. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And that'll do it. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They trail it 3-2. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Bounce to the left side. Gorman throws on to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Angels.
Now it's the second baseman, Christian Moore. He's 0 for 1. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 1.
That's a ball. Outside.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. 2 down.
Up next for the Angels. First baseman.
Now Nolan Shotwell. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Smokes to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. His 9th homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 4-2. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, shift to the baseball, squared it up, and the batsman bailed it out of it.
So 2 down. Here's Mike Trout.
Picking up where he left off last game, Boo. Really comfortable in the box. You can see it in his body language.
Oh.
Next offering is foul back. Two down, nobody on. In the air, left field. Nootbaar under it. And that'll do it. But the Angels add to the lead on this solo blast. It's now 4-2.
I've been working 24/7. They ain't give me nothing easy, so I had to go and get it. I'm a legend. They gon' try to act like we ain't had it. They can't overlook the way we made it happen. So I'm going out of legend.
Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moments so far.
Now pitching for the
New pitcher
Angels,
on here, number 70.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Burleson up
No,
for the
that
third
missed. That's
time
a ball.
here. Watches that one miss. Slider right there.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult,
Right
especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Fly ball down the line. One down.
Up next for the Cardinals, the designated hitter, Ivan Herrera.
And now it's Ivan Herrera.
Ball, that's down.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Teodosio settles under this one, and there's two away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Gorman in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Ground ball, left
Foul
side,
ball.
and foul ball. The Angels up by 2, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Ball.
Off the plate inside, ball 2. Not the best swing that time from the first round pick. Missed with
That's
a
the ball.
changeup and a full count now. Pedro Pajes up next for the Cardinals. Inside ball,
That's ball 4. Take your base.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Check
Oh, yeah.
swing called strike. That's strike 1. Pajes, 27 years old. He made his major league debut in 2024. And he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2019. The 0-2. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Adele gets under it. And that is that. So one left for the Cardinals. They trail it here, 4-2. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Fernandez.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Now batting Joey Dell. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That one blasted deep to right. Carrying well. Out of here. Another homer. Home run number 40 on the year. and they add to the lead. It's 5-2. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. He's flexing his power with another home run, dude. Not surprising when you've got that kind of pop, but always impressive going deep twice in the same game.
Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
Swings through that. Moved into the bullpen for the Cardinals. Gordon Graceffo, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Number 67, getting loose as well. Line to the right center field. That's a base hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. On the ground to the left. Into the outfield, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Just one of those seen high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Brian Fernandez out of the game. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Andre Palante.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
First and second, no outs. Bryce Teodosio getting ready to hit. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
You know, these Angels doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They've done a great job finding holes in the defense. Exactly half of their hits have come off the bat in less than 90 miles per hour. So the ball isn't exactly jumping off the lumber, but they're finding a way to make it work.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, he just went right after him there. No messing around with the off-speed stuff. Here's my fastball. If you can hit it, go for it. 3 fastballs, see you later. Definitely built your confidence out on the mound.
Carrasco up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Swing and a ball popped up. An
infield fly rule in effect.
Travis d'Arnaud will come up to hit. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, strike 1. On the ground out to short. They get the force. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Angels get one with a solo homer. It's now 5-2. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season.
An 0-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
And that drops in for a strike. Goes down looking. And up next for St. Louis, Ramon Urias.
Ramon Urias.
Hey-ha!
The Cardinals trailing by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Inside, almost got him. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him. Two away.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with two strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Victor Scott.
Did he go?
Yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Eric Summerskill.
The only
That's the ball.
adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you are.
Peraza fires over to first. That's the inning. And down in order go the Cardinals. They trail at 5-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Number 67.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Christian Moore digs in now.
Second baseman, Christian Moore.
And first offering is fouled off. Strike two. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a swing and a miss down on strikes, and there's one away. Now it's going to be Nolan Shotwell.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Shadowell.
Foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. And that one hammered. Carrying well. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they tack one on the board. It's 6-2.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. My goodness, who saw this coming? Defying the odds with his second homer of the game. You know, for a player not known for his power move, he's making quite the statement with these swings.
One down. And now batting, Mike Trout.
The true X factor last game, and now we're seeing much of the same from him today. A real nightmare for the opposition.
The 1-0. Swings through that one. On the ground to third. Throw to first in time.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
So in now for the Angels, Joe Adell. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Swings over the top of that one. And before the 0-1, he asks for time. Two down, nobody on. No question about this one. It's out of here. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 7-2.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with his swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Number 67 gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. New pitcher on now, Gordon Graceffo. He's into the game with the bases empty. So digging in, Zach Neto. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. 8th inning coming up. You're watching St. Louis Cardinals baseball on the show Midwest. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Kirby Yates. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Now it's the right fielder, Joshua Baez. And a big swing and a miss. Yates, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. In the air to left center, Teodosio on his way over, and there's 2 away. So up next, Alec Burleson.
First baseman, Alec Burleson.
Swing and a ball lifted left field, and that is that. Back here at Angel Stadium, putting on a show at the plate today as the spray chart gives us a look at their 6 homers so far.
Yeah, they've been sending them out all over the yard, Boog. Doesn't seem like there's anywhere for these pitchers to hide.
Soler, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Gorman takes it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Teodosio at the plate now as he chases after that one. He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
You make a note of those guys because it's just different. It's like, man, you're left-handed, but you hit right-handed.
Liner to second and picked on the hop. Fires over to first. What a play. And up next for Los Angeles, Oswald Peraza. 0 for 3 in this one. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Pulls that one foul. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Nootbaar under it. And that's the 3rd out. So they go quietly there through 8 full. The Halos on top here, 7-2. Last chance coming up here for the Cards. All set to start the 9th in this one. So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Ivan Herrera. Yates, a former All-Star, 38 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Hawaii. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Nolan Gorman.
Ball low.
And there's a foul ball. The 1-1.
That's inside. That's a ball.
Just missed.
Ball.
One down, base is empty here in the 9th. This is downstairs, and that's ball 4.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Check swing called strike, and that's strike 1. Swings through that one out in front that time. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. 1 out left for the Cardinals. Now it's the shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Ha! That's a ball.
They're down to their final strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Right through there, got it. Ball game.
These hitters came to the yard today thinking one thing, launch mode. 6 home runs, just an incredible offensive display today. Even by today's standards, that is a huge total.
7-2 your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.